Hi. So this is going to be anthro, and my voice is actually like, or my throat, I feel I'm like pushing it. Like I'm speaking too much. I'm using it too much. I should stop talking and let my throat rest. And then hopefully like do the rest of my bio stuff in the future. But I'll just like stay up and study this, hopefully. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be like super busy, so I'm gonna have to like, I don't know, pull an all or something. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the module 5, which is about human biological variations. It's not gonna be too long. It should be like less than 20 minutes, if not 20 minutes at most. So we're just gonna get right into it. So just a little note that humans adapt to their environments culturally, physiologically, and genetically. Okay. Sorry, I hear my neighbors. Okay. So we're gonna talk about Mendelian inheritance. In the last module, I already talked about it, but basically, it's it was established by Gregor Mendel, and it has something to do with dominance and recessiveness in genes. So there's homozygous chromosomes and heterozygous. So there's homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive. So two capital Y's would be homozygous dominant, and two lowercase y's would be homozygous recessive. A capital Y and lowercase y would be heterozygous. So inheritance, oh, a note for that would be inheritance is not a blending of traits. There's not like, it's not a blending of traits, but the traits are like particulate. So like either pretty much either you do or you don't. Oh, my watch is telling me I did a good job today, but it's not because I was exercising. My heart rate is just up because I'm sick. That's right, but it's okay. Anyways, phenotype is the observable physical characteristics. Genotype is the genetic makeup expressed by the YY chromosome notation. So yeah, just one note. Okay, and we'll talk about inheritance of genetic traits. We got monogenic and polygenic. So monogenic would be governed by alleles at a single genetic locus. So example of that would be freckles. Either you do have freckles or you don't. And you have the blood type. So there's only one set of alleles. So either you have A or AB or B or O. And basically, like these traits, like the freckles, can be influenced by environmental factors such as exposure to the sun. We have a polygenic inheritance. So this would be governed by alleles at multiple loci, and the expression has more variation. For example, like hair color, skin color, there's like a little spectrum, right? It's not just like, oh, I well, the thing is, I can't really compare it to anything because freckles, either you do have it or you don't. Like, for example, I don't. So, yeah. um, anyways, we're going to go a little bit more into monogenic inheritance. So, this would be one gene controlling one or more traits, and the recessive traits are masked, the dominant traits are expressed. And these occur as discrete traits in humans. So there's the absence or presence, and then there's a small, medium, large presence. For example, yes, you either have freckles or you don't, and then there's a small appearance, and then there's medium appearance, and then there's large appearance. And it may show up in greater than expected frequencies because of selection and genetic drift. For polygenic inheritance, they're complex. It has gradations. They're measurable intermediates between between two extremes. Okay, so acclimatization is when individuals physically adjust to environmental conditions. For example, hair bleaching. So, like for example, my hair becomes lighter, becomes like brown compared or when exposed to the sun. And skin tanning. So your hair and skin color can change from ultraviolet exposure from the sun. So that would be acclimatization. It's like they literally physically adjust to the conditions that the environment presents them. Okay, so I might have to go out in a bit. Okay, so humans, oh, this is a note. Humans, other than traits like skin or hair or eye color, height and blood type, they're more similar than different. So, like, when you attribute social stereotypes to phenotypic attributes, um, that's not like good. So, like, like when you have like stereotypes, social stigmas and stuff, when you attribute that to like physical traits, that's not good. Like, of course, there's this social stereotype of Asians being smart. If you see an Asian, you see their traits, it's not really good to kind of like associate that. And then like I'm sure there are other stereotypes about, or not like not about, but I'm saying stereotypes associated with certain like physical traits that it can be harmful. And historically, it's been deeply embedded in cultural knowledge, so like folk knowledge, and it has biological consequences related to social inequality. So just keep that in mind. Don't be racist. Don't be closed-minded. Okay, so there's the clinal approach. I almost read it as clinical. I almost wrote down as clinical approach. I was like, but it's clinal approach. It was proposed by Julian Huxley, and it focuses on adaptation and traits. And I don't know what it's supposed to mean, so I'm gonna search it up. So it's just like it just says that continuous that like all variation in human species is continuous and gradual across geography and not discrete, not racial. So like I think that's pretty much what we're saying right here. That like races and evolution is not discrete, it's continuous. Anyways, there we're gonna talk about the variation in skin pigmentation. So all humans possess the same number of melanocytes, which affect our skin color. And a mutation exists where like the mutation inhibits melanin production in some individuals, which is albinism. So the differences in the amount and size of the melanin granules in humans can change the skin color. Dark skin produces more melanin, and lighter skin produces less. And the skin color is measured through reflectometry. So there's two hypotheses to explain global skin color distribution. So the first is the vitamin D hypothesis. So you get vitamin D from the sun, right? And if you don't have enough vitamin D, you get bone rickets, which is pretty fun. You should try getting them sometime. It's I haven't gotten them personally, but it's just because I'm not a fun person. I'm boring. So like if you are fun and spontaneous, you should definitely like kind of try fasting on vitamin D. Just like don't stay on the sun. You're gonna get some rickets. And so it's gonna make your life a lot more fun because you can like it's gonna be like a bumpy ride, like how cars like you wanna like ride in a Ferrari or something. It's like a really smooth ride, right? Well, that's boring. Who wants to go on a smooth ride? You wanna go on like some I don't know, some rocky road and like a really terrible car. That's more fun. It's like a roller coaster ride. Why would you cruise the rodeo in a Ferrari when you could just drive down a mountain in a what's a really bad car? Um, in my BMW, like my BMW like breaks down every day. Like every single week, there's something wrong with it. So yeah, why would you do that? Anyways, so the vitamin D hypothesis is basically it says diet high in vitamin D and relatively. Okay, I'm gonna have to do not disturb my MacBook because it's like scaring me with a notification. Not good. I gotta finish talking soon. Anyways, diet high in vitamin D and relatively recent migration of Arctic populations and high UV radiation from ice-covered areas can explain dark pigmentation retained in North Africa. Let's see what this means. I guess because I guess because the North has a lot of UV, and I don't know. Go ask the North Koreans that. I wouldn't know that. It's okay. Um, I don't know. Like, I guess the North has a lot of UV, so they like that. And then when they migrate, they ate more vitamin D, or ate they they digested more vitamin D. How do you eat vitamin D? You process vitamin D more, and they move down from the Arctic to North America, and that's why they have my brain's shut down. Dark colored skin. Yeah, let's just say that. Okay, about North Koreans, just forget about that. I didn't say anything. So the folate hypothesis is the second one, and it does tie into the first one. I'm about to cough again. It's okay. I'm not gonna cough. So the folate hypothesis kind of builds on the vitamin D hypothesis, and it talks about UV depletes. I'm just gonna read it, and I'm gonna try to I'll try to explain it in a way that I can understand. Okay, so UV depletes folate levels in light-skinned individuals. Well, that's not good. Why would you do that? That's kind of racist, actually. Well, UV depletes folate levels in light-skinned individuals. Dark skin evolved to retain folate. As populations moved to areas with less UV exposure, vitamin D needs became important. Therefore, many. Okay, this is too much. Okay, so let's just get from these three lines. Okay, so since UV depletes folate levels in light-skinned individuals, so if you okay, you need folate, okay? And if you don't have a lot of folate, you get something called brain and spine defects, and that's pretty fun too. So remember when I talked about bone rickets, and that would be like a really fun life to live? Well, brain and spine defects are also really fun to have. Again, I don't know because I'm a boring person, but if I was born or I develop brain and spine defects, it'd be really fun because it'll like cause more challenges in your life and in my life at least. And I don't know. It's it'll be like a challenge every day to function, and so that would be really fun. You should try it sometime. Try to like deplete your folate levels. And I guess it would be easier for a white person to deplete their folate levels if they stand out in the sun too much, because it says here that UV depletes folate levels in light skinned individuals. I think that's a social problem we have. Like the sun is probably really racist. It's okay. That's why dark skin evolved to retain the folate and to prevent these brain and spine defects, which is no fun in my opinion, but it's okay. Anyways, as populations move to areas with less UV, okay, so they're going to so humans evolved to have darker skin color to avoid brain and spine defects and also to absorb more vitamin D, I believe. Or also like as a result of absorbing vitamin D. I don't know. It's okay. I'm kind of like freaking out. It's okay. Um, and okay, so they moved to. Oh, okay. So it's like opposite effect. I get it now. I get it. Okay, cool. So, okay, so since UV depletes white people's like folate levels and they're dying of brain and spine defects, they still have like the last two brain cells in their brain, right? To move out to like, I guess, to immigrate to immigrate to a different area with more UV, right? Yeah. No, to less UV. So they want to move out of a place with a lot of sun to a place without sun. But if we don't have the sun, you will not have vitamin D. So it's kind of like pick your struggle, right? Like if you don't want bone rickets, then you're gonna have brain and spine defects. And if you're not gonna have brain and spine defects, you're gonna get bone rickets. So it's like you're gonna die either way. See that's exactly like how it's supposed to be. Like nature falls into chaos because entropy, right? You can't avoid fate. You can't avoid bone rickets or brain and spine defects. You gotta choose one of them, okay? You gotta face the sun or not face the sun. If you don't face the sun, hey, you're gonna have some major bone rickets, but hey, like your brain and spine still works. But if you're gonna face the sun, then you're gonna have some brain and spine effects, and you're not gonna have bone rickets. So either way, you're gonna have a fun life, and I'm so happy for you. hmm Okay, anyways, so the takeaway from these two hypotheses is many different distributions of melanin levels are seen. So like from these two things that happen, that's why we have skin color. This is why I'm like so tan, and I don't know why people aren't. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, so races, although perceived as such, are not discrete examples of genetic variation. There is more genetic variation within a single population than between two different populations. I'm gonna draw this out for you because this is. Please don't do this. Okay, I'm gonna draw it out because. Oh my god. I need a cough drop. I went through like I want to save this one for tomorrow, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna draw us a Venn diagram. Is this a Venn diagram? I'm gonna search up what a Venn diagram is because I'm a university student. I still don't know what a Venn. It is a Venn diagram. Okay, well, I'm a genius. See, this is like completely. This is why I'm gonna do so good on the anthropology test. Because exactly, like just because I look Asian doesn't mean I'm smart, right? I just have to search up what a Venn diagram is for Pete's sake. Africa. Right. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm not done. All right. I can't even read my own handwriting. But so basically, this is the Venn diagram I drew, and this looks like a whole thing with the endospore inside because I don't know. Why am I thinking about endospores? This is anthropology, not bio. Anyways, so how society sees it. Ooh, ooh, I'm gonna cough. I hate you coughing in the microphone. Anyways, how society sees it as is these are. Can I even read my own handwriting? Okay, these are Europeans, right? So like Paris, bonjour, and stuff. This looks terrible. I should stop drawing. Like I should just stop. Okay. Anyways, and then these are Africans. So like I'm gonna draw a tree. There's this one tree I saw in Africa. Well, not I didn't go to Africa, but I searched up like I researched this one African place. And this is a really cool tree, and I don't remember the name, and that's kind of unfortunate because if I actually found it cool, I would have remembered. So I guess I didn't find it cool enough. Okay, and then we have Asia, and I'm just gonna draw chopsticks because I'm terrible. Hey, don't judge. Okay, so we got Europeans, Asians, and Africans. And we basically think that they're all like in their own groups, and we only have like a little bit of similarities, like here, here, and I guess all three of us have eyes, like Europeans and Asians, we got like, what do we have similar? I don't know. I don't know, like food. I mean, I don't know. Just go with it. Okay. So like we have some similarities here, some similarities here. There's a small little overlapping area where like we all have like similarities. When the I'm gonna X this out because that's not true. This is actually how it is. So this represents the variation within populations in Africa, and this is variation of populations outside Africa. So again, we know that like pretty much everybody has African DNA, right? So this is basically like in Africa, there's like a whole bunch of genetic variation within the individuals there, but this is the variation outside. So it's easy to see how different we all are. Okay, I'm good. It's easy to see how different we all are because we all see different hair colors, eye shapes, sizes, and I don't know, languages, but that's not. Let's just look at the phenotypes, okay? So the phenotypes would be just like the hair color, skin color, and facial characteristics. It's easy to see how different we all are, but when you really look on the inside, like it's really not that different. Like we're much, much more similar than we are different. And again, there's more genetic variation within one single population than like one population in a different population. If I die tonight, if I die tonight, please, like, I don't know. I should make funeral plans, is what I'm trying to say. What would I even want at my funeral? What do I want to do with my body? You know, zombie ants? Um, oh, I'm getting too distracted. It's okay, I'm gonna explain zombie ants. So, Orpheoset, here, I'm gonna look it up. So zombie ants are called Ophios cordyceps unilateralis, right? And no, the ants are not called that, but the fungus is. And what it does is if you well, it spreads the spores out. My AirPods are dying, and it spreads the spores out. And let's see if it works. Okay, so it spreads the spores out, and once the plants or the ants eat the spores, it's gonna like go wild. It's gonna go crazy. So first, it climbed up like a really tall tree, right? Or like not tall tree, just tall vegetation. It just has to be tall. It doesn't have anything like to do with like the tree except for it has to be super tall, right? So it's gonna climb all the way up there. It's gonna take a bite. It's gonna die. You know, that's kind of unfortunate. I wouldn't want that to happen to me, but it's unfortunate because that's an ant. Like I'm a human. If I eat this zombie fungus, I probably would still be okay because humans are sexier than ants. But it's a personal problem for ants because if they eat that, then they climb up and they bite and then they die. But not only do they die, the fungus grows straight through their body. Like it looks kind of freaky. Like I wish I could show you a picture. My phone was like behind my back, and I kind of don't want to go there. But I'm too inflexible. I haven't taken like gym in like 3 years, or not 3 years, like freaking 6 years. I forget how old I am. I'm about to be 20 this year. I actually should get back to the notes. Okay. So there's takeaways from. Didn't I say this was supposed to be like less than 20 minutes? It's like 25 right now. Sorry about that. This is just gonna make it harder for me when I go review my notes for the test. Anyways, there's biological versus social race. So biologically, there's no like there's no race biologically because again humans evolve very rapidly, they evolve constantly. There's never going to be a time where we're going to stay the same. And so yeah, but right now socially we do have distinct races, but we got to keep in mind that race is a social construct and racial groupings are subjective. I'm about to cough again. Sorry about that. I'm gonna die. Oh, I was talking about zombie ants because I was gonna say if I die, I wanna, like, somebody to make something like that, like a zombie ant fungus and just, like, force feed it to me while I'm, like, dead, right? And I hope it, like, goes into my belly, and, like, instead of a fungus growing out of me, which is kinda strange, I want, like, a whole, like, like, gardenia flowers? Those are so pretty and they smell so good. I want a whole gardenia tree to grow out of me, and it'll just be, like, it'll be really dramatic, like, I'll be lying in the middle of the field, and then, like, it's just, like, my dead body lying in the middle of the field, and then, like, a whole gardenia tree just, like, growing out of it. I'll be taller than I'll ever be in this lifetime. Like, gardenia trees, like, huge. That'd be so cool. Yeah, that's what I want to be like, to happen to my body when I die. I want, like, some really crazy famous scientist to develop some type of, like, zombie not zombie yeah, zombie gardenia tree fungus pill for me to swallow post-mortem and grow into a tree. And the traits that we associate with race, like skin color, etc., are continuous, not discrete. So, like, I don't know how to explain that, but you should understand that already. Okay, so combining traits does not allow for reliable racial grouping based on biology. So yeah, like Asians, you can't just say that if they have small eyes and black hair. Not all of them actually have black hair. They just have like brown hair. But yeah, just basically like grouping people off of traits isn't really reliable. It's just like, what is a race anyway? That's why I say it's a social construct because we only like look at each other and not physical traits. But like when you look inside our body, like we all bleed red, we all die. Like nobody's more special except for me. But I'm my own race, so I don't. The thing is, I don't want to classify with Asians. You know why? 'Cause, like they have an Asian squat. The Asian squat, like when the people like eat on the floor, not on the floor, but like on a short table, like a table that's like almost on the floor. Like Asians just don't sit on chairs, we just like kind of sit on the floor, but we don't sit on the floor. But we just like squat down, and it's like really comfortable. Like I don't know, I think it's kind of weird to do as a girl, but I can do it. But that's why I kind of don't want to like identify with Asians because that's kind of embarrassing. Okay. Anyways, I need to stop getting distracted because like I'm gonna die. Like I'm gonna talk too much and then cough too much and then not finish all my stuff. So okay, I have this like to-do list on my board, right? I already finished bio, so good job to me. And I have anthro. I already did that. I have a music quiz on Friday. Um, did I already talk about last week's? What if I didn't? Oh, I did. What am I talking about? Okay, I'm on the actually last bullet, so it's gonna be good. So people of the same race do not share more genetic similarity than different races. I already talked about this, but that is the main takeaway. Um, yeah, that's answer 5. Okay, so I actually have. I'm not coughing as much as I used to, like the last lecture. So maybe like the more I talk, the better my cough gets. I don't know. Should I do the bio stream? I probably should because I'll stay up anyway. Okay, so if I do my two assignments, well, it's not two assignments. It's just like a discussion and an assignment. Okay, let me write down everything I need to do. Okay, I already did my anthro lecture. So proud of myself for doing that. Okay, so I have the anthro discussion. and then anthro like project, no assignment, and then I'm gonna do a big like bio lecture stream probably tomorrow since my test is Thursday, or Thursday morning if I can wake up early, you know. I don't know. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Anyways, so we're gonna do a bio. I'm gonna stay up tonight to like write it all on my whiteboard, and then maybe then I can do the bio like exam lecture stream. So we have the anthro assignment, and oh, I got my bio quiz to write, and then my bio pack back discussion. On Friday, I have the music quiz. Oh my god. And did I? Oh, I didn't talk about my anthro quiz. Okay. Wow, this is a lot. I'm gonna cry. And I haven't even like. Okay, so after my lecture, I have to do my, I have to catch up on chem. This is so bad. Like I'm so behind, and it's not okay. And I don't even know when the exam is. Actually, I should know when the exam is. Don't I have like an exam next week too? That's crazy. Okay. What day is it? Like September 12th. Okay. So I'm the exam on Thursday. Bruh, my chem exam is literally next week. But I'll try to like do it on Friday. If I can schedule one for Friday, like, can I? We'll find out. Okay, so I already scheduled my anthro exam, right? They should have sent me an email. I'm stressing. It's a midterm. How is it a midterm? Oh, okay. I don't have to worry about that too much because that would be. Okay, so I just need to freak out about chemistry really bad this week, and also all of these assignments. Okay, so I'm gonna try to like do all this tonight. Let's just like stay up all night and finish all of this that I'm starting, right? If the Bible quiz open, I should just do it tonight too. If I finish the lecture tonight, then I will finish the quiz tonight, and that would mean I have the whole day tomorrow to do nothing but focus on chemistry. Oh, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect if I just stay up and if I finish it early, that'd be crazy. Okay, so I plan on doing the anthro discussion assignment quiz. So all of my anthro work is gonna be done this like tonight. Bio quiz tonight as well, and then the bio discussion. If I can do it tonight, perfect. I'm gonna do a tiny star because I kind of want sleep because I'm sick. You know, that's like really. I don't know. It's like hard to like try to study when you're sick. Because if I wasn't sick, I'd be able to stay up all night. But I'm sick, so I want to like recover and I want to sleep. So it's like I don't know. So then tomorrow I can do that, focus on chem, and then this, and then this. Okay, so tonight, answer discussion, assignment quiz, bio quiz. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the bio discussion, focus on chem, and then also the bio exam lecture stream. Thursday. Thursday is going to be the exam. And then I'm also going to do my chemistry too, because I'm so behind. I'm so freaking behind. It's not even funny. And then Friday would be music quiz, right? So it doesn't open until Friday? Does it? Oh, I also need to talk to. Okay, this should work. Okay, so I'm gonna end this right here, and then we'll move straight to biology. I think. I'm actually missing something. Okay, I will get to later. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and I'm going to move on to organic bio and try to like be funny or something, so I can like remember all this because it's so much. I don't even know. This is like a different language. Oh, what else do I need to do? I need to like study my lab stuff. I've done 2 labs, and I haven't written notes on it because like the notes are always so long. So it's like I don't. But that should be my priority. I should focus on chemistry. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to biology now.